if you're watching this later, I'm gonna try and tell you I have planned for the live in case you don't want to like watch the whole thing to see what's going on. And obviously, if something different happens in live, then I'll go retitle it after it's done. So if you're watching later, either the title or what I'm about to tell you is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to do a little venting about my body and probably talk to some of you guys and get to know, maybe get to know you if I can, or I don't even know how long it'll last. So that's what's going to happen. So, okay, we're back. Okay. I know, surprise. Oh, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Hello, blessing. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Dana, you win. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna try and, so there's mascara all over my face. It's kind of rare that I cry this way because my eyes are like saggy, so I cry this way a lot, and unless I'm like laying down or like tipped a little, it goes right there, but usually it goes right here or like right there. Anyway, nobody cares about that. Hello, what's your great news, Sarah? I would love to hear it. Yay, you have therapy tomorrow, that's wonderful. Do I have any moderators here today? Because you're gonna, I do want to say, I'm gonna vent about being sick. I'm gonna vent about my body a little. And if that's something that annoys you, because that's all I do, you don't have to watch. You can go. Paul, are you downstairs? I know that voice anywhere. I can hear you. Don't come up here, it's a mess. Don't come up here, it's a mess! Oh, I don't have to yell, he's watching. Don't come up here, it's a mess. And also the social distancing thing. Okay, hold on, what am I doing? I'm pulling up your comments to see what the good news is. Okay, hold on, I need to take... Ew, that picture is disgusting. I need to change the profile picture. Or like the thumbnail picture, that's hideous. Wow. Not hideous like self-defecating. Hideous like... Maybe that was a coincidence, but I heard Paul laugh after I said that. Maybe that was a coincidence, I don't know. Okay. Was that a coincidence, Paul? He might have muted me. They're down there having a boys' meeting again. It's an inside joke, the self-defecating, because I couldn't say it one night and I kept calling it self-defecating and people made fun of me, so now I do it as a joke, so you're welcome. All right, Sarah, where are you? After losing our baby in August, oh, I peed this morning and hopefully our rainbow is on its way. I'm pregnant again, finally. Oh, Sarah, I'm gonna cry for you. I love you so much and I'm so happy for you. That's wonderful news. That's the best news I've heard all week. I'm so happy for you. Wow. Wow. What's your good news, Joseph? Yes. Well, Joseph types that. Okay, so maybe I won't vent because I already feel better just being here with you guys. This is an issue though because all right, I'm officially 5 days clean for behaviors and cutting. That's wonderful. Good job. I'm so proud. Look at you guys out there just being rock stars and just being like the heroes of the days, of the weeks. My goodness. I'm very proud of you guys. Wow. You are all doing much better than I'm doing. Ooh. I'm skeptical, but I'm going to try some light yoga to see if it helps my mood and sleep schedule. I tried light yoga one time, and the problem is that my body is really stiff. Like, I can't do anything. I used to do a high kick with my right leg. I used to be able to do that. I can't anymore at all, not even close. And like, I have the worst joints and the worst knees, and so I can't even do the moves that they want me to do. So I do Pilates, or I did. I did start doing them again recently, but I haven't done it for a couple days. Maybe that's fine. So anyway, so let me know how it goes. I'm very curious if it helps with your mood and your sleep, because that's a big deal. Oh my gosh, my hair started falling out too. That's so weird. But yours sounds a lot worse. What do you mean? Why is your hair falling out? My hair started falling out today. It's a little longer than a buzz cut. I don't know what to do. Almost all of it is gone. Well, that's okay. Who needs hair? Besides me, because it hides my boobs, because I hate my boobs. Wait, who is Emma? Is that Emma? Is Duvall Emma? Oh, maybe I didn't know that. Which Emma are you? Because you changed your name, if that's you. I don't know your new name. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Would I want reduction surgery? No. But if I did get breast cancer, which I have a pretty good chance because my grandma had it, I would get a double mastectomy right away. I know that's crazy, but I just have seen what hers did to her, and it skips a generation, and I might as well. Oh, you're new. Okay, so Emma. So what's wrong with Emma? What did I miss? Okay, so Duvall. Okay, hold on. I went to school with a guy named Devin Duvall. So it's weird that your name is Duvall Deviant. It's very similar. No one cares about that. Oh, that Emma. Thanks, guys. I've been so sad for a few weeks now. Okay, hold on. I need to catch up with both of you. Hold the phone. I lost my baby. Oh no, I lost my baby a year ago today. I've been struggling with these lives. Help me stay distracted. I'm sorry, honey. Oh my gosh. And Duvall, I'm so sorry. And you know what? If your parents decide to hospitalize you, then look at it as they care for you, most likely, and just want you to get better. You know what I mean? So, but I'm sorry that you're going through this. It really sucks. Hi, Meg. Oh, it's my little blue light that I got with my, where are my glasses? I was gonna wear my glasses. I got these like blue light blocker glasses to try and help and see if that would like help with my headaches, but I don't think they are. They're cute though, so I'll keep wearing them, but I don't think they're helping. But I don't know. Did I take my meds? I miss you too. I miss you so much. Why don't they know about your ed? You need to tell them, dear. How old are you? Duvall, are you a girl or boy? Not that it matters, I'm just curious, because I like to know. And tell me how old you are and everything. And I'm gonna get these meds together. So. Oh, that's okay, Wait, how are you here then? It's okay if you can't be here. I've got lots of moderators here. Daphne's here. Paul's here. I know Dee Dee's coming. Who else is here? Does anyone else have experienced mourning the loss of their baby? It's weird, especially since they can't really do anything. So I had a miscarriage. We're pretty much like 90% sure. Oh, Steph's here too. Yeah. About a year ago. So you can go and watch my videos on it. But I will tell you that mine I don't like to even like talk about it because it's not stupid, and it's not that it's like, I didn't even know I was pregnant. So like it wasn't as, I'm not saying it wasn't hard because it's hard, but like it just, if I wasn't very far along, I didn't know I was pregnant. The miscarriage was, kind of miserable, but I've survived a lot of miserable things in that area, so it's okay. I don't know. Anyway, I'm almost 30. Oh, I live alone with my parents. Thought my food issues ended when I was 14. I'm a girl. Okay. Well, if you're 30 years old, they can't make you go to treatment. I mean, but if you think you should, then please do. Like, please do. I encourage people to go, even though I never went inpatient treatment. I do encourage it because, well, I just do. Wow, okay, hold on. I don't know, maybe there is some sort of like adult, what's it called? Adult protective services. But I lived with my mom, and I don't know. I think you just need to tell her. I don't understand the point. I get that you don't want to, and it's probably going to be a little embarrassing to be like, hey, I'm still sick. So maybe just be like, hey, mom, dad, or whoever you're closer with, go to them first. Go to the one you're closer with and be like, hey, bro, you know how like 16 years ago I had a really bad eating disorder? Yeah, it was really embarrassing. Well, guess what? It's back. And guess what? I'm here, and I'm gonna fight, and I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna not give up, and I'm gonna try. That's what's gonna happen. So, do it. Next time I see you, hopefully, it's a good goal to have. Yeah, I think if it's a danger to yourself, yeah, it's to a certain point. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Yeah. Sorry, I know. I keep on getting sidetracked. Hold on. I'm gonna turn off this light because no one wants to see this. Oh. Dang it, all my glasses are upstairs. I'm gonna go get those blue light ones just in case they are helping, because I already have a migraine and a migraine. So Danny comes home today with this because he knows I'm having a hard day. And he's like, hey, I saw this, and I know you love watermelon. I was like, I do love watermelon. And he was like, and I know you love cake. And I'm like, I do, thank you. I tried to bite of it. He's such a sweetheart. But it's another one of those cakes that's like all frosting. Like there's barely any cake. That frosting is so thick. And then on the inside, they also have 2 layers. So there's like a layer of frosting in between. So, wow. Okay, breath, hold on. Hallelujah. Okay. All right, so, man, I should have gone live earlier. I knew it. And I was like in the mood and crying. I just feel happy once I log on here and see you guys, and like just hearing from at least one of you just makes me feel better. But if I start talking, it'll come out. Who knows? Because I don't want it to come out in a different way like it almost did today, but I didn't. So cool. I'm still eating disorder behavior free. That's the kind of watermelon I know Lauren doesn't like watermelon. That's so weird. That's not normal. You need rehab for that. The birdies. Coco is sick, and I think at first we thought she was dying. We moved her into my room actually because I wanted to keep an eye on her. She hasn't been eating or drinking anything. She's not acting how birds act how parakeets act when they're sick, which is like, she's not, well, she kind of is actually. I don't know. Here's the thing with parakeets, you don't know that they're gonna die until they die, like till like an hour or 2 before. You don't get much warning. And unless like you're like me and have owned many birds and know the signs to watch for. And she's been showing a lot of the signs, but so far she's not to that dying stage. And if she does get there, I'll probably rip my hair out and cry. So we'll just like hope that she doesn't. But she's been acting, she's just very lethargic. She won't eat anything, she won't drink. I try to force feed her. I've been like holding her and she like snuggles up to me and she snuggles up into my hair. And she's like leaking stuff, which is another reason we thought she was maybe dying, because she's leaking stuff out of her butthole. And that's what happened to our 2 birds that we watched die together. That's what happened while they were dying. And birds, parakeets, it's so sad when they die. It's the worst. And Danny and I have experienced it twice with each other. Both times, I've never seen Danny sob harder than, like, he's not a crier. He doesn't cry. And sobbing, snot everywhere, both of us. But because what happens is they get sick with something, but they don't show you their symptoms because it's their form of, what's that word? Like a defense mechanism, you know what I mean? So they'll get sick and sometimes they'll show signs, which I've been watching for, like Coco has, and then before they die, usually for about 10 minutes, and it can go longer than that. The first one was 10 minutes for us, Bungie, and then Buddy, my favorite, was an hour. And it includes a bunch of like, it's really intense. I have to put a trigger warning, is that weird? But it's like they start like seizing and like cracking, and like their neck breaks and everything starts breaking, and they're like shooting out liquid out of their blood, and they're just like, their eyes are like popping out of their head, and there's snot everywhere, and just all this liquid coming from everywhere, and their feathers are like molting like crazy, and their body won't stop shaking and seizing and can't hold still. It is the saddest thing in the world. And lately I've been getting close to Coco, and dare I say she's my favorite right now. She's a sweetheart. She's the only one that lets me hold her. Lemon doesn't even let me anymore. It's just been Coco for the last 2 or 3 weeks. She's definitely been my favorite, and so hopefully she'll be okay. Please say a prayer for her. Hopefully she will, because listen, she hasn't, I mean, I was convinced that she was going to die yesterday because of how she was acting, and she hasn't died. So I wonder if it's just a coincidence or I don't know. But the biggest concern is that she wasn't eating or drinking anything, so we got her own cage, and we moved her into my room in the smaller cage so she could be away from the other two. And we gave her like her own food cup so we could tell if she's eaten. And she didn't eat all day long, all night long, and all day long. But then about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, I was laying in bed, and she just went over to the food cup and started eating like crazy. And that's the most movement she's done the whole time. She's stayed in one place for the last 12 hours at least. Wouldn't move, couldn't move. When I held her, she's so like lethargic, has no energy, and just like wants to like, it's just the saddest thing. But she's okay today, so that makes me wonder, because the same thing happened with Barry, I mean. A few months ago it happened where I was like, oh no, or was that Lemon? Or I think it might have been Lemon. Where I was like worried because she was acting this way, and I was worried she was gonna die, and then she didn't. So it's just not common when you see the birds giving signals like this. 8 times, probably 9 times out of 10, they do die. So I got really lucky with the last one, and it's probably because of your prayers and good thoughts, to be honest with you, because I believe in that stuff. So yeah, we decided together that we would take her in if she didn't start eating. She just started her eating finally, so we're gonna give it another day and see how she's doing tomorrow, and then go from there. And Lemon and Barry are having an affair, and they are loving that Coco is gone. That Coco is not in their big mansion cage with them so they can make love all day. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding. I walked in on them not having sex, but like making out constantly. And they used to hate each other, and I think it's just an act that they put on for me when I'm around, because I'll like sneak in and I'll see that they're like the cutest, snuggling with each other and licking each other's faces, and oh, it's the cutest thing in the world. I love my babies. Okay, yeah, they're having an affair. Technically it's an affair because Barry is already betrothed to Coco, and Barry's also betrothed to Lemon. So Barry is a polygamist, so he's a polygamist, and neither of the girls know. I mean, maybe they know. I'll ask them later and see if I can get it out of them. Yeah, bird throat. It's new because I literally just made it up, but it's our new word now. My body will not stop, and it won't. If I talk, I'm just gonna cry, because like every sentence. Okay. Okay. My body is a dick, and it happens a lot. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe like once a month usually. I will once a month it'll be like like how am I supposed to vent if I can't even talk? And why am I stuttering again? Where is this coming from? I was doing better. Okay. Before I do, actually, I should say, I did say this at the very, very beginning, but that's for people who are going to watch this later. If you're sick of hearing me complain about my health, I get it. I mean, it's a little harder for me than it is for you, but I will understand if you're annoyed with it. You don't have to tell me that. You can just leave quietly. And yeah, so, and if you're interested, then stick around. So what? sound insane, but we all know I'm crazy. So, I'm okay. So about once a month, my my body just gets to a point where I can't, like, I can't do it. Like, I know you've all heard this before. This can be so boring and so annoying to you. I'm sorry I keep talking about this, but this is my life. And that's one of the reasons I'm so frustrated that I've been crying. Because I just hate that this is my life, but it's like, there's so many things going on, not just like mentally and eating disorder, even though I'm eating disorder free for sure. And I'm self-harm free. So really it's depression and anxiety, and they've been real bad lately in BPD. But anyway, physically, I have a lot of things wrong with me. And I mean, this is annoying, but I have to do this, hold on, because it'll get my train of thought going. Fibromyalgia, endometriosis, interstitial cystitis, which is cysts on your kidney and bladder, severe anemia, gastroparesis, irritable bowel syndrome, anal fissures, you're welcome, and stomach ulcers, and I'm forgetting one. I don't know the other one. And so it's like when you have that many things going on at once and that many symptoms, so like the whole middle, so like from here to the bottom of my crotch is messed up, y'all. Like, I mean, my head is messed up too. I should have included that, but anyway. It's really bad. And so it's like every day something doesn't feel good. Like, I don't feel well every day because at least one of those things is hurting that day or flared up that day or whatever. But then like about once a month, they all flare up at once. And it becomes the hard, like, I don't know how else to explain it, because it's like you don't know if it's gonna go away because you're so used to having these problems for your whole life. And you're like, well, what if this doesn't go, like, there's no knowing it's going to be over, like with the flu. There's no knowing it's going to end like a cold or something. It's like, this is never going to end. And I can't. Here, I don't want to cry. Hold on. I'm going to get my hat. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Hat, but I found these hats. Does that look good? Wait, why didn't I use these on TikTok yet? What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? I think Paul gave this to me, actually. I think he won it at Nickelcade or something. Turn on stuff. And the batteries are dead. Well, I used to light up. I'm very self-conscious today. Oh, that doesn't even fit in my head, of course. Great. What if I wore it backwards? What would that look like? Oh. Oh, I look like, this looks like, what if I did like the sideways, like I would with the snap? Oh gosh. Danny's self-defecating. What is he doing? I'm gonna use this on TikTok later. By the way, TikTok has been saving my sanity. If you are bored and willing, please go watch and follow, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers so that I can go live on TikTok. Very interested in doing that, but I can't do it. It doesn't let you unless you have 1,000 followers. I hit 300 today, so thank you for that, for those of you that have. So like if you have friends, like just tell everybody you know, just like get me enough followers so that I can at least go live, and then we can spread our message there too, you know what I mean? And plus it's been so good for me, like so good. Like it's probably the only thing I've enjoyed doing, to be honest, except like when I talk to you guys, but like throughout the day in my own time, it's been a joy for me to do, and it's given me a distraction when things are really hard. So like when my stomach is acting up, I'll sit on the floor and do one like I did today. My butthole is acting up like it also is, then I will stand up and do some. And if anyway, so go follow Educating Shanny, all one word, and because there's more coming, y'all. I am addicted. Love you, bye. Casey's in treatment, so she kind of just pops in and out. Let's go see. But yeah, it's like something that's making me really happy right now. So if you want to, go follow. 306. What? Thank you. Yay. I thought this one was funny. Can I like brag again about myself? I thought this one, vent account for recovery. Wait, is that your name? That's brilliant. I want that name. Wait, that's your name on TikTok? Hold on. Is that your name on TikTok, Octavia? Vent account for recovery. Let me see if it is. Yes. Look how cute. Okay, I followed you. Do you ever show us your face? Can you see your face? But that's a beautiful crystal light thing. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I have been trying to play the game of it, because here's the thing. Here's what happened, okay? And this has also done a big blow to my ego and my confidence and that. And when it had, wow. So like I'm trying to like research, like I've been researching, and I don't research things hardly ever unless it's like needed for a video, but I don't do a lot of research. I like to base things on feeling and hearing your stories, and you guys teach me more than I ever teach myself. But I was like, I need to research and learn how to do these kind of TikToks, because I could, and one of them took me 4 hours today to do, because I had to figure it out, and it took me 4 hours to learn, put it together, edit it, and upload it. And I did some other ones too, but this one I thought was really funny, and so I'll just give you guys a taste, and this is how you can know. And I kind of want to do, tell me if you want. Okay, this is the last one I've just posted today. Danny laughed really hard at this.
New challenge, try to keep a straight face.
Talk moistly into me. Talk moistly into me.
New challenge, try to keep a straight face.
Danny laughed really hard when the dentures fell out. So like, I tried to do these popular wipe ones.
Wipe it down.
This took me 4 hours and it looks like crap. So. And then I did that with my dentures too.
Wipe it down. Wipe.
It's so much harder than it looks. At least the way I had to do it was so hard. I don't understand how people do this. If you're an expert TikToker, please message me. I have a lot of questions. But I think my favorite was, shocking, was when I did Miranda. I think those are my favorites. Because I figured people like make fun of me all the time because yeah, I can't dance, by the way. So people make fun of me all the time because I copy Colleen. I seriously don't mean to. It's just that I watch her and Miranda videos all the time, and so I kind of have like picked up some of their traits, and so people make fun of it all the time. So I'm like, I want to do things that people are gonna make fun of, because why not? Why not make fun of things about me that have either hurt me or, well, yeah, I guess just that have hurt me. So if somebody's gonna bully me about that, then I'm gonna do it more. And like, if I'm not gonna have teeth, then I'm gonna make it funny and make it into a TikTok, and I'm gonna use all these stupid glasses I have because that's unique. And like, I just have been having a lot of fun, just like doing fun things, because I don't get to do that on my channel very often. And when I do, it's just not super well received, and that's okay, because obviously that's not, I mean, it kind of is part of my channel, and it has been since the beginning, but I also understand that it's mostly about eating disorders and mental health. But I like making funny things, and I don't think I'm funny, but I'm definitely having fun. So yeah, go follow if you would like to. Okay, enough about me now. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not reading anything. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, so tell your friends, like, just like, if you want to help, because the sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner we can test out live streams over there. And I have a feeling that we could do a lot more over there than we can do on here. A lot more, in many ways. So yeah, so you could put on your story, if you find one that you like anyway. Don't do it just because I told you to. Like, if you find one you like, maybe put it on your story and ask your people to follow and stuff, and see if we can get there so we can test it out. Taylor said, I'm so sick tonight. I hate being sick all the time. I don't know how that feels. I'm sorry. I can't help you. That's the thing, like, you know, I get it. Like, I get that it's frustrating. Paul, are you listening? Paul, are you listening? not listening. He has me on mute. How dare he give my husband more attention than me? Huh? All my glasses, by the way, are up in my bathroom, in my bedroom, where I did TikToks today, so. Oh, can you hear me? He's watching me on mute. We should like try and sneak down there. It never works. I've always tried and scared them and it never works. But I think someone else is here. I don't want anyone else to see me without a bra, so Paul has seen it many times. Welcome to our weird, twisted family. Sounds worse than it is, I promise. Thank you. Just like change the pop socket. Usually is what I've been doing. Okay. Wait, what are we talking about? Who is their YouTube drama we're talking? I love talking about YouTube drama. Is that terrible? Oh, we're talking about Trisha, I think. Hold on. Can someone just like sum it up for me what you guys are talking about? I will save this page. I will. Love you, girl. Remind me that I'm saving this in case, because a lot of you can tell when I'm about to say something inappropriate or that like I wouldn't be okay saving. So, you know who you are. The red thing is my paper towel holder. Genius, I know. Thank you. Been using the paper towel holder for my phone for years. Works perfectly. And Paul hates it. He gets so mad when he sees it. It's funny. But it just works so well. If you've got a pop socket, dude, you can hang this thing anywhere. You can put it on your iPad screen, except you can't see what I'm doing. You can put it on anything, the edge of anything. Like if I wanted it a little bit taller than that, look, I could put it on this instead, and that's a little taller, you know? Don't underestimate the power of a pop socket, y'all. And it also helps you take better video and picture because you only need one hand because it's so stable. But if you do get one and you plan to use it the ways that I do, I super glue the pop socket on. When I want to change a pop socket, I just take off the lid. See how they're like clipped on? It's hard to get off. Because they do kind of like start to fall off eventually, but not if you super glue. Okay, what are we talking about? Wait, I'm so confused. Hold on. Good advice for coping with sitting on the toilet for long periods of time. Yes. I find that it doesn't take long before I get pins and needles in my feet and painful hips in my back. So, I mean, I have a body that's like, I mean, I just, wow. Okay, so if you're, okay, get a squatty potty because you can switch from normal to the squatty potty. For me personally, I tend to bend over. I'll show you how I sit on the toilet. And it's not good. It's really not good. It's terrible for my posture and it's terrible for my legs because I lean on my legs. So like, way higher than the toilet though. But I do this. Like so I have this little table right in front of me where my iPad sits, and that's how I watch YouTube. And I usually sit like this. But then I switch probably every 5 minutes to this. And then sometimes I put it up on the squatty potty. So if you have a squatty potty, I highly recommend. And then just like switch positions every 5 minutes. And you can always take a break and get up and walk around and go back. Can someone tell me what's happening? Someone tell me the drama. What are we talking about? Lauren, dumb it down for me, girl. Oh, that's how it started. My hair's disgusting, by the way. I washed it in like 5 or 6 weeks, so it's time. You did? You said more than that up there? Okay, hold on. I don't see it. Is it the Shane wants to be friends with Trisha? Why does Shane still want to be friends with Trisha when she totally disrespected the mental health community? Okay, so that's how it started. That's the one I saw. Is that the one that you're talking about? Well, Trisha Paytas, man. That's it. So the question is, why is Shane still supporting Trisha? Because he's part of the mental health community and she's mocking the mental health community. Is that the gist of it? And what do you guys think about it? You guys are talking about by the way, the pop socket makes it really easy to scroll just with your thumb. So you don't use 2 hands, you can lean on your other one. See, guys? Let's see. My hair is so long and heavy that it comes out constantly, so I'm constantly ratting it back up because it's my comfort, I guess. I don't know why. So is this something new that happened? Can I ask that? Let me ask that. Where, like, did something happen today that maybe I haven't seen yet? Or is this just in general people talking about, like, did he say something somewhere that he's supporting her? Like, where did that all come from? Shanny, the discussion is more like, should we still support Shane when he continues to promote Trisha and ignore Trisha's trolling of the community? So is that what's happening? I don't watch Shane very often. I love him, I just don't. Cause like, he only posts once in a great while and his videos are like an hour long and I usually pick something else first and then get tired, but I really do like him a lot. And I do watch Trisha. And I've many times stood up for her and explained that I think that she's got a good heart and she's really sweet and someone I would want to be friends with. However, yeah, I want to know that too. Has he publicly supported her recently? I don't support what she's been doing. And I will tell you, like, I think she's awesome. I like her personality. A lot of people don't, that's fine. And here's why. I love bubbly, fake personalities, no offense, because when I hang out with a friend, if the friend is really quiet, I get really uncomfortable. I like hanging out with friends that do a lot of talking so that I can be quiet, because when I'm face to face with someone, I turn into an introvert. When I'm on the internet and the camera, I turn into an extrovert, but in person, I'm an introvert, and so I would probably love to hang out with her because she just would talk the whole time. But I don't think he's necessarily supported her, but he hasn't done anything to indicate that he doesn't support her or her actions. So I'm wondering about this because the question is, how can we tell what her real personality is when she's constantly trolling? I know. I know, and that's where I'm starting to get frustrated. I guess, okay, so I will say, okay, hold on, what will I say? I will say that maybe in the past month, I'll start watching one of her videos and I can't make it longer than 20 seconds before I get angry at her. So she's even starting to get to me, and I'm like the person that gives everybody 20 billion chances and like forgives really easily and sees the good in everybody. And I do still see good in her. I'm just really pissed that she's mocking our community and other people's communities too. The LGBTQ plus community, unless she's not. I mean, my theory came to light, or so she said. I don't know if it's true, but I had a theory long before she said it on her channel that she had DID, and that each personality, which is why we were getting so many different types of videos and different types of personalities in her videos. I was like, yeah, that's gotta be it. And then she came out a little bit after that and said that. And people were so angry, and so I got interested as to why they were angry, and then I watched it, and I could see that it was not the first time, but like the first time in a long time prior to this that I had felt that she was really out of line because of the way that she was talking about what's her name from Dissociated, whatever her name is. Because if you do have something that someone else has, especially when it comes to mental illness, you don't ever bash them. You don't do that. You support them, you reach out to them, you love them. You don't just treat them like that and like they're, you know. And I don't watch that girl super a lot. Is that her name, Chloe? I've watched a couple. Again, her videos are really long, but so are mine. But like, I have my other favorite YouTubers, and I try not to watch YouTube constantly. Otherwise, I would probably watch more of her. And maybe I should, because it's not sort of part of my job. Not my job, but like my life. And my life is my job, even though I don't make money. I don't care. Like I have a different kind of job than most people, and it's fulfilling for me. What am I talking about? Okay. Nadia, that's the one. Okay. Nin, that's what it is. I was like, Chloe actually doesn't sound familiar, but I'll go with it. Okay. Nin. Yes, I've heard that. But did you see the switching video? Oh, the switching video was disgusting. It was bad. That was so bad, because I felt she was like beyond mocking, like taking how everyone was so angry at her and being like, there's no way you have DID and you're making fun of the community, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden she dissociates on camera for the very first time and goes into a different personality on camera. And also, who set up that camera, and why was that camera set up? Like, why was that camera set up in her kitchen? Is it more than just Paul here?
No, Paul's gone.
Who else is here?
Okay.
Was someone else here before besides Paul? Oh, I thought I heard two voices. So in my mind, it's like she set up the camera, and then she acted like she was doing nothing in the kitchen, as if there was no camera there. And then all of a sudden she switches. Like, I don't know. I thought it was extremely disrespectful, and I'm gonna have some at bedtime. My tummy's upset. What are you doing?
I'm gonna make some food and probably knock up soon.
Okay. I told. She attempted suicide? Who did? And this is someone, guys, that I have stood up for and supported and loved for a long time. And I'm like, ask anyone. I forgive. You could murder my family and I would forgive you.
Really?
No. You are my family. You're gonna murder yourself too. so that says a lot that like I'm even getting fed up with her. I don't know. Min is getting hate. They just brought up info about her partner, and I just really worry she's coping okay right now. Oh no. Oh, she does have good support, okay. I'm glad she has support. She's got a lot of followers too, so I'm sure. I've seen like maybe 5 of her videos, and she seems amazing. Exactly, if I get annoyed, it's serious. I'm sorry, but that's true. I'm like the most forgiving person, and I'm just like really frustrated. And then what was there were a couple of recent ones that pissed me off. Obviously I was a little bit, well, I'm not gonna say that because it won't be I'll say it now because you'll get mad if I don't, but like it's not gonna be relatable to any of you, and you might roll your eyes and be like, well, I agree with her on that, but she did make fun of our church a little bit today or yesterday on her story, or no, not story, TikTok. I don't know. She pretended to be one of our missionaries and was like mouthing to the words of, and I guess she wasn't really making fun of us, but you could just tell that it was like she was trying to be like a sexy missionary, and it just felt like we're so, how do I say this? We're so like, missions in our church are so like, what's the word? When you're a mission, sacred. Like you can't even call home. You can call home for Mother's Day, Christmas, that's it. Because the church wants you focusing on your mission for 2 years. You can write letters to your family, that's it. So you can write letters, but like you're literally from sun up to sundown out preaching and helping families and helping people and baptizing and all the things. So I think it was from the musical. I think it was from the Book of Mormon musical. So I think I'm just like sensitive about that, and so that's fine. I mean, that's understandable. But there was another one. You know what? Hold on a minute. Yes, he served in Texas, Houston. It wasn't the greatest. Danny had a weird mission. Danny didn't have a typical mission. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday, Bridget. Did you know Bridget went on a mission?
Really?
Yeah, she's about to give birth to a baby girl.
Aww.
I'm sure he has a little baby boy.
Oh, congratulations.
I can't wait. Are you gonna text me right when you go into labor? Do you even have my number? Like, I think I might come visit you in the hospital if you want me to. Or sometime. I'll come like bring you a present. Because you're getting a little girl, and nothing is more fun in the world than shopping for a little girl. So, you let me know. Okay. Or just message me. When are you supposed to, do you have an induction date, or are you just going to let it come naturally? Do you know? Can you do a story time about Danny's mission? What do you think?
Yeah, maybe sometime.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people in our church would get pissed at him. But again, that's the church, or that's the people, not the church.
It's what happens, so it's nothing to get pissed
I mean,
off.
it's not like it's your fault, but still.
Maybe somebody needs to hear it, you know, so.
I feel like yeah, maybe. I don't know, I'm protective of you on the internet, and I feel like they would get mad at you.
Yeah.
Because they would be like, why didn't you do anything about it?
Because I was 19 years old.
Yeah, you're really young when you go. Anyway, we won't get into religion again. Back to Trisha Paytas. Okay, let me find what was the other thing that made me mad about her and look on her. See, a lot of these, like, it's cute, but I don't care about this, but she's been sporting this t-shirt that says, is it Jesus Loves Porn Stars, I think? And like, haha, that's funny, ha 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 ha. But I feel like she's doing it in a mocking way, that she's mocking Christians and she's mocking porn stars. And she did start recently doing porn. And like, I don't judge her for doing the porn. I just think that she's using it for attention, and that again is also because I'm not saying whether porn is like awful or not, but like it's like, what was I about to say? Dang it, I have a really good point and I just lost it because I looked at your face. What was I saying? Oh, because a lot of porn stars, sadly, come from a really crappy place. Abuse, living on the street. These men just collect these people and force them to work, and there's all kinds of trafficking and stuff that it can turn into. So, I truly believe, and I'm probably wrong, this isn't fact. I believe that 75% of porn stars are being forced to do it, or at least like, yeah, maybe not 75, maybe 50. And so again, that's like such a touchy subject for these poor girls out there. And again, I'm not saying whether I think it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that it's sad that so many come from a dark place. So that one's hard too. Yeah, a lot of sex trafficking, exactly. Are you leaving?
Yes.
What if I wanted just one bite?
Oh, all I have to do is ask, my love.
Yeah, one bite.
Yes.
Danny is adorable. He puts Parmesan cheese on his English muffin. Does anybody else do this? I mean, it's good. I just prefer jelly. It is pretty good though.
Mm-hmm. The balances of the taste are very good.
Please come do that on camera. Anyway, don't get me started on her mom and sister. That's where I get a little angry, to be honest. I've always thought that her mom and sister, again, these are just judgments. This isn't truth. It's all just judgments coming from me. But it just seems like they're all so obsessed with their looks and money, and I feel like they're with her when they need things. You know what I mean? So it's like, if she makes a lot of money, if she sells a lot of stuff and her videos are doing well, it's like her mom and sister tend to show up more often. And when she's struggling, she's alone, crying on the kitchen floor to us. And maybe they're there for her behind the scenes. I don't know. But it's like, right now, I think it's because they're in quarantine together. So that makes sense that she's making videos to take care of all of them. But I have a feeling that's part of why she's so insensitive sometimes, because she has the only two women figures in her life that are like close family, immediate family, are like super obsessed with looks, like beyond. And we've all watched her go through her self-conscious things and her eating disorders. And that's another thing that pissed me off about her, actually, is that made me mad when she posted about drinking only water for 5 days and losing whatever amount of pounds. That one made me really mad, because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to turn it off, my location. Everyone knows where I live at this point, but still. I agree, Steph. Her sister was so pretty before all the plastic surgery. And I think Trish was too. I think Trish is beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. Her celery juice, yeah. That was like a whole LA Hollywood obsession. It still is for some of them. I don't know. So it's like, that's why I was at a heart for her, because I know that it's hard to be around women that have bad self-esteem and kind of, and I'm not saying women in my immediate family, but there are women in my life and friends that measure value with looks and weight. And so when you grow up around that, you see that a lot. You tend to do that to yourself, and that's why she struggles with food and her eating disorders. And oh, that was a good one. Excuse me. I just wish that she wouldn't keep like giving tips and being like, oh my gosh, lose weight fast and this is how. Because like, you don't do that. If it's for health, great. If you're doing it just to lose weight fast, which she is, and that she, you know, I have to be skinny because that's why Jason dumped me, and I'm never gonna find anybody unless I'm skinny. And then once she's skinny, she shows how happier she is, even though you know she's not. She's dead inside, or she's getting there. And I could go on and on about this girl because she fascinates me, and I still love her, which is crazy, I know. And what I mean by love is I care for her. I still care about her because I'm me, and I can't like forget once I figure out something hard that someone's been through, like whether I'm making a judgment, like right now with her mom and sister, good job, or like things that she shared with us, I can't ever forget that, and I don't use it as an excuse, but I also can't help that that's like in my head to be like, man, I feel sorry for that person. What did they have to do? Like, what led them here? Like, good heavens, you know what I mean? I'm not reading any comments. How about I'm gonna take a breather and read all these comments. That's sweet, Kimberly. Thank you. By the way, I usually go back and title my live streams whatever we talked about. In this case, I probably won't change it just because I actually don't like. I wonder. I don't think have I ever done it? I don't know. I get so scared to post anything that's like advertise anything that's like me weighing in on any YouTube drama because I don't want to get in on it, even though I love drama. Ew, I hate myself. I don't know. I just don't want to. So if you watch, you watch. If not, that's okay. Yeah, I also have a feeling she doesn't seek out actual professional mental health care, and that is something she has admitted she needs. But I think we all know that's a lot harder to do than it sounds, for sure. No. She posted on Instagram about meth scars. That's nice. Were they like scars? Because like we post, well, I don't, but people in our community who are recovered from self-harm will post like self-harm scars, but they're scars and they're old and they're scars to like make a point and be like, hey, these are not fresh wounds, these are not bleeding, these are scars, and that shows that I survived it. You know what I mean? So was it that type of thing, or was it like, oh, I did meth and here's you should do this is what it looks like, you know? She is weirdly relatable. I agree. I don't know why I like her as much as I do. True. Shanny, I think you and many of us still care for her is because we see ourselves in her in many ways. I agree with that, actually. I do see a lot of me in her. Yeah, Andy, that's what I was talking about before. It bothered me that she targeted men. Yeah, she should have contacted her in private for sure. Andy, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna put Trisha in the title because people will just come in here and the biggest reason is that people get really mean with each other in the comments. So like people who don't know our community and know how sensitive our community can be, and even if you weren't sensitive, like we try and keep this community, you know, positive. Even though I'm sitting here gossiping, wow. But you know what I mean. Like the comments can get nasty, and I don't want you guys to have to fight people who are just there to fight. Yeah, Roxy, I'm kind of getting to that point. She said, I personally can't support her anymore. She's done too much, in my opinion. I'm like almost there. I'm not live on Saturday. Oh, I forgot to say that. Wow. I didn't. Okay. An hour later. Oh, an hour and 11 minutes later. Okay, so the reason I'm going live is because, okay, so my new schedule, and I do have a schedule, but and I don't like to like share it with you because then that kind of like jinxes it and does like reverse psychology and I get anxious about it and then I don't do it. But it has been working for a couple weeks now where I film on Mondays and I film 3 videos and then like sporadically post them throughout the week. So yesterday was Monday and yesterday was one of the hardest days of my life physically, and today also was difficult. I woke up at let's see, I went to bed at like maybe 5 a.m. finally, after like the worst night ever. Went to bed at 5 a.m. and then I got up at 7:30 a.m. and could not get back to sleep all day. And my body is so dependent on sleep. Like I have, like this is another reason I could not be a mother, a brand new mother anyway. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out, but like if I don't sleep, I don't, like everything shuts down and all of my health problems act up more. So it's kind of been that for me all day, and I haven't slept, and I start getting tired around like 5:30 p.m. and I was like, if I take a nap, I'm gonna wake up groggy and have a headache, and it's gonna be horrible. So I just have been trying to distract myself. So it's like literally been the past like, I don't know, 36 hours. It's literally been cry, sleep, eat, sleep, cry, TikTok, sleep, TikTok, eat, cry. Oh, poop is in there somewhere. Live stream. Like it's just been like a cycle of those things. I know, Darcy. What? Say that on the live. I'll just read it on here. You're getting over your FP? Good for you! How are you doing that? I need tips on that. Yeah. So like, if I talk about that with people in my life that are moms, I always get crap for it. Because I'll be like, I do not function without sleep. And they'll be like, try having a baby, like you have no idea. And moms don't function either, but they have to. They have no choice, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why are you trying to make me feel bad? Like, I'm just telling you how my body is. And you, yeah, maybe you don't sleep as well, but you don't have all my problems, and you don't have my exact body. You don't know what it feels like. You don't know what I'm going through. I've had a lot of judgmental people in my past, like a lot of people that were close to me and would always make remarks like that, or remarks that I was like stupid and dumb, or that I was lazy, hypochondriac, that I use mental illness as an excuse, like all that stuff. Like I've had all of that said to me so many times throughout my life. And it wasn't until recently that I just started cutting those people out, because it's not helping at all, and it's not healthy, and it's not kind, and it makes me want to die. And so, I don't know, like, it's scary when you get these voices in your head telling you to do something, and then someone says something to you that you already beat yourself up about, or that your voices beat yourself up about, and then it's really hard to like stop and be like, okay, that doesn't mean you have to kill yourself. That doesn't mean you have to cut yourself. It just means it's upsetting, it's hard, but you know what, that's okay. You're gonna do better, and they can get over it, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to learn. It's just really hard, really hard. And I refuse to give up. I've never given up, and I never will. Like, we know moms don't function, but there are other life situations out there, people that cause struggling. Yeah, I hate judgment. I understand you so much, Shanny, the physical and mental. Thank you. Yeah. And that's the other thing. People will be like, you don't have a job. You, like, what do? You don't go to work. You don't go to church. You don't make money on YouTube. Like, it's not even a job. So why are you doing it? It's not even a job. Because I don't want to. I don't care. Paul's gonna take over, by the way. So if you see ads on my videos, I'm gonna give him my password. He's gonna be in charge of the money, because I don't care enough about it to do it. And so he's like, then I'll do it for you, because you deserve to be making money with how much time you're spending helping other people. But for me, that's not my intent of my channel or any social media. It's literally to reach and try and help and support and show love to as many people as we can. You know what I mean? It's a hobby and it helps people. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it does hurt when people say stuff like that, because it's like, let's look at the alternative before 5 years ago almost that I started YouTube. Like, the biggest thing that I accomplished was going to the store once a week with Danny with me by my side every step of the way, and making cards for women in my church. Those were my biggest accomplishments. I'm not kidding. Leaving the house was an accomplishment. Making little scrapbook cards was my biggest accomplishment. Like, at our Christmas party every year, the Clyde Christmas party, my stepfamily, my stepdad, all the heads of their families get up and like give a short update on all their kids. So I remember one time, one of the years, my stepdad getting up and being like, oh, and Shannon has, and I love my stepdad very much, but you could tell he was struggling to find something, and he was like, oh, she makes the most beautiful cards in the world, and you guys should look at them, you guys should buy it. And everyone's like, oh, really cool. Like, he was like hyping it up, which I thought was really sweet, but it also was like, yeah, that's my only accomplishment. So cool. I love you, Lauren. So anyway, yeah. So it really pisses me off when, now I'm just gonna vent. It pisses me off when people say things, and I still have people in my life right now that do this. They'll say things like, how are you sick all the time? And it seems like it's one thing after another with you. Like, I can't even keep up with everything you're going through. Like, how does one person have so many problems? Almost as if they're like, don't believe me or something. And I just want to scream at them and be like, I'm so sorry that that's hard for you. How horrible for you to be annoyed at me when I'm over here actually suffering, and you're pretty much making a mockery of it. So cool. Pisses me off. Anyway, so today, now that I'm venting, I guess, I came really close to hurting myself, and it's been a long time since I've self-harmed, and it's also been a long time since I've purged. I still have only purged that one time since January 3rd. Someone counted the days the other day for me, and I forgot. Does anyone want to count? So, like, instead of starting over, because you guys did convince me, we just basically took out a day. We took out that day that I messed up, and we're still counting the days. So I think I'm at like 140, I don't know, something like that. If anyone wants to count it, go for it. January 3rd. So technically January 4th is when it started, like, not doing it. So yeah, whatever that is. Anyway, and today, I can't tell you how badly I got so frustrated, and I just cry, sleep, cry, TikTok, sleep, cry, eat, sleep. And today I just started crying for no reason. Like I'm just watching The Office on TV, and all of a sudden just crying. and there was absolutely no reason. And then I got really mad at myself for that, and I was like, why are you crying? Like, there's nothing, like, I know you're in pain, but it's like, freaking take a nap, you're so lucky you get to be at home and you don't have to go to a job and you don't have to do anything. So stop being lazy and just like, or at least just take advantage of your, like, I started beating myself up about it, and I can't tell you, it got to the point where I started like screaming at myself, and like so much so that the birds were screaming at me, and all I wanted to do was go in the bathroom and get the razor and take out the blade. I cannot even tell you how badly I wanted to do it. But instead, I got up and I made a TikTok. And then I went back to bed, wanted to purge. I had been eating a lot so far in bed, and I was like, oh, I'm getting to the point where I could probably just keep going and then purge because I'm getting a little full type thing. Got up and made another TikTok. And then I had thoughts of the worst thoughts, and I called Danny instead. I FaceTimed Danny. And then it was also during part of that today, Darcy texted me out of nowhere. Hold on, let me read it. But it was like right when I was thinking about self-harm. She said, oh, this was on Sunday. So this was a couple days ago. So I don't think it was a self-harm. What was it? What was going on Sunday? Sunday was, oh, no. So, okay, Sunday is when Danny went to, see, I'm terrible with time. It feels like yesterday was Sunday. Sunday is when Danny went with his family up the canyon, and I couldn't go. I was too sick, so I had to stay home. And I was really frustrated with myself and crying because I was not only missing seeing Danny's family, but I was also missing dinner later that evening at my sister's house, and I hadn't seen any of my family for so long, and I was so angry that I was so sick and that I had to be on the toilet because I had a kidney stone, which I passed, by the way. Thank goodness. That's one thing that's gone now, so that's good. At least I passed my kidney stone earlier this morning, actually. So anyway, so Sunday, like, I was about to give in to something, and where is it? Darcy just said, hi Shan, how's your day been? And I never answered her. So now she's saying, can we just talk about how I had this instinct that you were not doing well, so I sent you those texts having no idea your physical health was so bad. You can just read them. Yeah, I thought it was just when you were physically sick. Yeah, so it was the mixture of everything. Dee, a lot of you have done that. Dee's done the same thing many times, and I don't know, a lot of you have actually. I don't know. I just feel really grateful and blessed, and sometimes I really kind of make myself feel bad, and I shouldn't do that because I'll be like, what do you have to complain about? You so much support, so much love, so many friends, I did not pee on video. I don't know what you're talking about. I actually haven't even watched it. We're gonna watch the Marco that I sent Darcy today. I have a really big bladder. This was a good pee. This was good. This was the time after the kidney stone finally came out. You're welcome.
That's how I'm doing. How are you?
So, for all of you that are begging to have my Marco Polo, That's what it is. I'm not kidding. I am the grossest human. Anyway, anyway, yeah, I usually actually go longer than that. Dang it. I should have done it when I had more pee in me. I have the biggest bladder in the world because I have so many bladder issues and it hurts me to go pee a lot of the time. So I would always like hold it in as a kid, and my bladder is so stretched out. It's crazy. Anyway, my point is, and you're right, like, so wait, let me read some of your comments. Hold on. How about, does anyone have a question or anything? Let me go and see if I can see anything. I do need a tracker app. Why haven't I done that? 137 days? Is that a third of the year? That's a third of the year. That's like a little bit more than a third of the year. Whoa. Sorry, that just hit me real hard. That's a long time. Whoa. Y'all, it can happen. I'm living proof. Finally, I'm living proof of something that I've been preaching for years. Wow. I usually go longer than that. That's what she said. Good one, Tim. I am from Utah. You're diagnosed with PCOS. I'm so sorry. Hopefully they can treat it. My sister has that. That's awesome, Cass. I'm very, very proud of you for that. 4.5 months. I know, that's crazy. Best DV hotline? What's DV? What does that mean? DV? I don't know what that means. Do you mean like suicide hotline, mental health hotline? Suicide is 1-800-273-8255 if you're in the US. The mental health line is, I have it written down, 1-855, I think, 991. You can just Google it wherever you are. Google whatever. Domestic violence. Oh no. Well, that's no fun. Sorry you're going through that, Emily. Wow. Are you safe at least? Yeah, it's good to, getting a diagnosis is so bittersweet because it's like, oh, we finally have an answer and we can finally treat it. But it's also like, oh crap, I have that, you know? So, but at least you can treat it now. So. Oh, okay, gotcha. Emily. Well, be safe, girl. I really wanted to go 2 hours. I don't think I can tonight. I need to listen to my body. I'm the wrong person to ask, Ashley, because I bought myself a Fitbit, or like a knockoff one, and I immediately, like, Ed was like, yes, yes, yes. So I don't know. Oh, Maddie, don't give me money, you dumbass. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Every time you give me money, I call you dumbass because use it on someone else who needs it. You are so sweet. Thank you. That's so sweet. My concussion effects are getting a lot better. I'm still getting headaches and a little bit of fogginess, but yeah, it's getting a lot better over the past few days for sure. which I'm also very grateful for. Yeah, Fitbits are just dangerous. It's kind of like scales too, you know. I have a scale, but I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I've smashed so many scales in my life, and then oh, Emily, you poor thing. Oh no. I will calm down. Love you, Joseph. Hang in there. Not literally. Oh, Maddie, thank you. I'm so glad. Nothing makes me happier than to hear that. That's like my fulfillment in life. So thank you. Love you, Emily. I'll say a prayer for you, Kay. Yeah. Yeah. That is my accomplishment. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna go. I can answer a couple questions first. Or sing. I don't know if I could sing right now. Or maybe I should. And we can like end this on a more upbeat note, you know? And I wrote down new songs that I've never sung for you that I was gonna try. Hold on. If I can find them. Yeah, none of those look interesting. There's one. Let's try it. But this is one of the only songs in the world that I can play on the keyboard. By ear, of course, because I don't read music, but someday I'll show you. And I'll change the lyrics a little bit to fit my situation. I bet a lot of you won't know this song because I'm really old, so. Where's like the women version? I need like a female key, probably. He's got a way about him. I don't know what it is, but I know that I can live without him. He's got a way of pleasing. I need to warm up. Wow. I don't know why it is, but there doesn't have to be reason anyway. I feel like that's really high, right? I know. I heard it the other day and I was like, oh, I know that song. Hold on, let me see if there's a different key. It's probably all the same. I can do that key, I'm just not warmed up enough, so so that kind of just bombed. Shocking. I'm so tired. I'm glad you guys at least kept me awake for a while so I can sleep tonight. Hopefully. Keep G. It's the same. It's the same. What else can we find? Don't know why it is. I know that I can live without him, baby. He's got a way about him. Don't know what it is. We lost half our viewers, shocking. Can't live without him. Not half. Oh, I was looking at the wrong number. Never mind. We'll start something easier and see how it goes. Oh, that's not my key. Hold on. I'm trying to find my key. Thank you, that's sweet. It's the same key. I found a love for me. Hold on, let's try this. Maybe it's higher. Go higher, go higher.
Quick, the quicker picker upper. That's
What Broadway? That's the same. Hold on. I found a love for me. Wow, I can't sing today, sorry. Darling, just step right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, and we're barefoot on the grass, and we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look. Are you there? Danny's totally listening. I can tell. Okay, I'm sick of this one already. Okay, next. Anything? I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do, and in a heart is so meant to. I'm in love with your body. Should I sing My Heart Will Go On because I just watched Titanic and I've been like binge watching YouTube Titanic videos like behind this scene. What Broadway? You know I don't know a ton of Broadway, but I do know a lot. Just not a ton. I do know some of Ariana Grande's. Right now I'm in a state. Or Dangerous Woman. This will be butchered, but. And I saw, look, tell me if I should. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't show you. Yes, I will. Because you're special. If you sit here through all my live streams, you deserve to know behind the scenes stuff. But I'm going to order these maybe someday. Where is it? And do a music video. Are you kidding me? She has hair very much thicker than mine, but that's because she has extensions and stuff. I'm very bald back here. You guys don't see it a lot, but I'm actually pretty bald back here, back of my head. So I've always wanted to try, like, I don't know. I need glasses. I need like sassy glasses for this one. I don't have any down here. They're all upstairs. Well, the ones are sassy. Lame. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Don't need permission, made my decision. It's an event, cause it's my business. God as a witness, so for the finish. Don't need a hold up, taking control of this kind of moment. I'm locked and loaded. I hate this. This is bad. The fin, all that you got, skin to skin. Oh my gosh, don't you stop, boy. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you makes me wanna do things that I shouldn't. Something about it's hard. Nothing to prove, I'm bulletproofing. Know what I'm doing. No way removing. Like I don't have enough breaths to do this, guys. I'm gonna close out. We're gonna take a little breather till the chorus, because I live for danger. All that you got, skin to skin. Oh my gosh, don't you stop, boy. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you makes me wanna do things that I shouldn't. Something about always wanna be like that. That goes underneath like that. You know how I'm feeling inside. Be like that. Wait, am I supposed to be singing two parts at once? I'm feeling, you know how I'm feeling about you. I don't know how to do that part, sorry. Okay, that's enough of that, because let's be real, that's not good. Okay. What are her other ones I know? The one I was just doing, what was it called? God is a woman. Let's do this. Karaoke. Ariana. I think she's so adorable. See, I don't. My favorite worship song? That's a good question. We call them hymns in our church, but it's the same thing pretty much. I have a lot. I'm in a state Whoa, is this gonna go really high? Time ain't got no tears left to cry. So I'm picking it up, loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up, I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn up, yeah. I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired for Ariana Grande. Ain't got no tears in my fire, before I get. This doesn't fit my voice. Next, you ever listen to the contemporary? I don't, but I mean, I've heard them before, and the ones I've heard are great. I'm trying to think of my favorite hymn. I have a lot, but I love like How Great Thou Art, which is a well-known hymn with everybody. I don't know if I can sing right now, but let's try it. So that would be a good song to end on.
Why did we stuff Reese's Take 5 with 5 flavors? Because you can't handle 6!
You don't know what I can handle. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome, ew, flat, ew. I don't control because I can't breathe. I feel like we should save this because I can't breathe today. Deep throat. I don't know what that is, but okay, I'll sing Deep Throat before I go. Only because now I'm curious what it is. Karaoke, Deep Throat. There's no song. Are you trolling me? What is it called? Sings in my soul. Yeah, I need another day. Ooh, fancy country-ish. Because like I really love that song. I don't want to botch it up today. How great thou art. Yes, this is actually Carrie Underwood's version. It's really good. So my Savior God to thee, how great thou art, how great thou art, and when I think of God, his Son not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. Why am I getting emotional? Because I've been crying all day. Oh my gosh. What song would I not know? Deep Throats by Cupcake. It wouldn't even come up on the karaoke. So take away my sin, then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Why am I so flat today? Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Key change, I think, dang it. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow with humble adoration, and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. That's really high. How great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art. How great thou art. How great thou art. I had, I think, a total of 5 singing lessons. So no, I'm not really trained, which is why I don't sound very good. But yeah, I've had about 5 singing lessons, but I also grew up in a musical family and like in choir where they also teach you stuff in there, but nothing, no. I wish, like, I wish I would have stuck to voice lessons. I wish I would have gotten more, this is not self-defecating, this is the truth. I wish I would never quit voice. Wish I would have never quit gymnastics because I couldn't do a somersault, so I quit. I wish I wouldn't have quit piano because I couldn't read and play at the same time. I wish I wouldn't have quit learning how to read music because if I could have done all those things, y'all, like, that is self-defecating. You're right. Okay, what am I doing before I go with the cupcake one? Or I just throw up in my mouth a little. You're welcome. I know. I want to. I really, really want to. I've done a couple. Like I've looked at a couple because like when I went to the recording studio to do "This Is Me" for you guys, which I never finished. Spent $800 in the recording studio doing it, and never finished it because hello. I was really nervous because Doug, who I hadn't even met yet, was going to be there in the room with me. And last time I recorded an album was with my mom and sisters, and I was so nervous that it was the worst I've ever sung in my life. So I was like really nervous. So I was like constantly trying to watch videos to make myself sound better, and I think that takes time, and so like it kind of just messed me up in a different way, if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't even make sense a little. I know what I mean inside. I just can't explain it out loud for some reason. Anyway. And also I can't breathe today, so it's not going well. Anyway. What is the song? Why is it not on here? What's it called? Deep Throat by the Starlight, that's what it's called. There's no karaoke for it. What the heck? Oh, just react to it. Okay, we can do that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get demonetized. Don't care. I feel like you guys have made me listen to this before. I can't remember. Is it Watergate Parking Garage? Hold on. Yeah, I need to go after this. I can feel it. Wait, who's saying it? What? How great thou art. How great. Looking for what's it called again? It's by Cupcake. Why is it not showing up for me? It won't show up. Do I have some sort of like restriction on my YouTube? Wait, who wrote it? I'm very confused. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I feel sick. I need to go. Oh, I can feel it. I need to go. Okay. I love you guys. I'm gonna pass out, so I'm gonna go. I love you. You're beautiful and you're worth it. And I'm too. I love you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.